Holy shit. That's a lot of questions. Hello, fellow children. My name is Optimus Prime. Today, I'm going to be answering all your questions. Because you have no life. So let's get right into it, shall we? Why the f*** do you keep dying? Jeez, okay. You have the strength of 40 Yonatons of force to kill Unicron, but you have more death counts than Cliffjumper. Why do I keep dying? Because I can come back, that's why. What happens when you die? Nothing. Nothing at all. What does an Autobot have to do to get his own damn movie? That's what I'd like to know. You listening, Hasbro? Paramount? Whoever the hell I have to talk to? How did Bumblebee get a movie before me? Can you ride Grimlock? Well, yes. Yes, I can. Much like a human would ride a giant fire-breathing puppy. Those are common on your planet, right? I would show you a clip from the movie, but, well, YouTube sucks. Damn copyright. Do you really have the touch? Ask your girlfriend. She'll tell you I've got the touch and the power. Do Transformers use restrooms? What kind of pervert are you? Yes, moving on. How do you feel about Bumblebee becoming a Prime? Okay, here's the thing with B. He's a great guy. Been through hell and back with him. But he's no Prime. He's better off being one of those support characters, you know? Give the spotlight to someone else for once. Like me! Also, how is he going to do those epic speeches I do? It just won't be the same without them. In the end, nobody can replace me. Not even me. I'm irreplaceable. Hey, Optimus Prime, can I have a... That's me. Can I have a photo with you? I'm a fictional product birthed from a corporation that sells toys. I'm not even real, so no. Why do you have an obsession with ripping off people's faces? What? No, I don't rip off people's faces. That's disgusting. I would never. That's not mine. Did you ever laugh after becoming a Prime? No. Okay, an actual serious one here, which I wasn't going to do until I thought of it. But how the f*** do Transformers reproduce? Another pervert. We got another pervert here. Yes, we use the bathroom, and yes, we... Wait. How do we reproduce? Come to think of it, I don't even know my own parents. Do I even have parents? Someone explain to me in the comments how this spiel works. This is really upsetting. I miss my mom. How nice are your lips under that mouth plate? Oh boy, what's with all the kissing emojis? Getting a little creeped out here. Nothing but perverts in this comment section. But to answer your question, they are very nice, supple, but full. When you have any real pressing questions about Earth, do you use Google? Or perhaps Bing? Or one of the irrelevant search engines, Ask, Yahoo, etc.? Or does the matrix of leadership give you all the answers you seek? Pfft, you Earthlings and your primitive technology. Us Cybertronians use something called Teletran 1. It's very useful, with the best search optimization in the universe. Teletran 1.
How may I be of service, Optimus Prime?
What's the latest news on the Prime movie?
Let's see. Denmark's new Prime Minister vows to tackle climate change.
God damn it, Teletran.
I'm sorry, I'm a dum-dum. Please don't put me offline again.
Why don't you just kill Megatron? Is it because that you're a pussy? Well, let me ask you this. How many movies do you want? Because if I'd killed Megatron back in the first movie, it would have been one and done. But we're going on like 7 now, so shut your mouth. You should be thanking me for letting Hasbro milk this franchise like a succulent grapefruit. If you directed the Transformers live-action movies, what would you change about them and why? Less Bumblebee, more Prime. Actually, get rid of the humans too. Yeah, all Prime. Now we're good to go. How old are you, and are you even gonna plan to have a wife and children? Look, I'm not that old, I'm a very spry 9 million years. There's plenty of time for me to settle down, find a wife, and have some sparklings. Once I find out where sparklings come from, of course. How does it feel when you transform? It's like floating on a cloud and being lifted into the heavens, before suddenly dropped on a bed of nails and broken glass. It's very painful, but awesome. How to transform? Well, it's simple, really. You just clench those butt cheeks and wish for it really hard. Try to imagine squeezing yourself into a tube of toothpaste, and bam, you're in vehicle mode. And if that doesn't work, just look it up on YouTube or something. Do you secretly love Megatron? Not as much as I love your name, Spooner Tanker. Why do you like introducing yourself? Well, with a name as badass as Optimus Prime, you announce that My name is Optimus Prime. Alright, last question. Are you and Alita still a thing? Or did you break up? Alita and I went through some troubled times. I got busy being the big boss of the good old Autobots, and she wanted to pursue her career in acting. It just didn't work out. And so, we both decided to go our separate ways. Life goes on, but I would be lying if I said I didn't miss her. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what could have been. What should have been. I hate this comment. It makes my optics leak. I didn't think I'd make it out of that alive. You Earthlings are brutal and perverse. But I love you guys, and so does Johnnyflash. I mean, look at all these hearts. You trying to say something there, Johnny? I mean, I think he has a crush on someone. Maybe a lot of someone's. Whoa, turn it into a real auto thought, aren't you? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, share the bell, comment, show it to your mom, pin it on the refrigerator, and all that other YouTube shit. Auto thoughts, ho out!
Welcome, fleshbags. Your new ruler, Starscream, has arrived. As your new leader, I find that it is important for me to connect with my newfound subjects. And what better way to do that than to answer your pathetic, meaningless questions? Let's begin, shall we? Dear Starscream, how does it feel to be Megatron's... Just gonna ignore that. So, Starscream, how does it feel being beaten up by Megatron all the time? Well, for crying out loud. Have you ever enjoyed Megatron beating you so much you started to call him Daddy? What is wrong with you people? Is this all I am to you? A joke? I set aside time from my work to give you humans the opportunity to talk to me. I'm seriously starting to regret doing this. Someone please give me the respect I deserve, or I'm leaving. Now, let's try this again. I've always wanted to ask this, Starscream. What would your first order of business as the rightful leader of the Decepticons be once Megatron is gone for good? P.S. Don't tell Megatron I said any of this. Thank you! Finally, a fleshbag with some manners! Well, as the leader of the Decepticons, I feel it is my duty to conquer all of Cybertron so that everyone will be under one ruler. Me. Once that is accomplished, I plan to fix all the problems that have tainted our people in the past. Such as removing all debt, destroying the inequality between the lower and higher classes, focusing on the economy rather than the military, and possibly providing free healthcare for all Cybertronians. And of course, make a statue in my honor so that everyone may worship me as their new Lord and Savior. How did you feel when you found out that you weren't fighting Bee in the Bumblebee movie? Not gonna lie, it was pretty disappointing. The reveal trailer got me so excited, but alas, it was just Blitzwing. This was supposed to be my moment of glory. They didn't need to tease me like that. I don't know. What do you think about all this, Blitzwing? Ugh! Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Do you get annoyed for not being a unique robot type? I mean, you look exactly like Thundercracker, Skywarp, and almost every Seeker in existence, just varying in colors. Well, I am a very good-looking Decepticon, if I do say so myself. It is only natural for others to copy my greatness. But yes, I do get annoyed. Imagine having to live every day of your life working with lamer versions of yourself. Not fun at all. Couldn't Hasbro have worked a little bit harder on those designs? There can only be one, you buffoons! Starscream, why do you despise Megatron's leadership so much? It's a long story. So long, in fact, it could probably be its own spin-off movie. Starscream movie. But basically what happened is... he didn't invite me to his birthday party! That monster! Hey, Starscream, is there any Decepticon you would consider competent enough to be your second-in-command upon your inevitable rise to leadership? Good question. I don't trust anyone besides myself, which is why I'll make clones of myself to serve as my loyal disciples. Nothing will ever go wrong, I can assure you that. If you were a Prime, what would you name yourself? Oh, that's easy. I would name myself Holy Thunderous Spark Crusher III. That reminds me. I recently went to an audition to become the next Prime. But when I walked in, well, let's just say it was intense. Not doing that ever again. Ugh. Starscream, how did it feel to throw Megatron out of Astro Train and into the vacuum of space? It felt amazing! I never thought I would get the chance to do something like that. It was like all my life's work was building up to that moment. But in the end, it didn't really mean anything since Megatron was just reborn again. He's right. I am an idiot. Should have just gone for the head. Hello, my lord. I must ask, how are you able to stay looking so fabulous all the time? Yes, worship me. Feed my ego, gay giant robots. But to answer your question, it's because I'm Starscream. I'm perfect in every way. That and I use face masks. Who is best girl? You, Thundercracker, or Skywarp? Pfft, you're comparing them to me? Obviously, I'm best girl. Wait a second. What's your opinion on the other Seekers? You really want to know? Well, here's what I think of them. Thundercracker is a Skywarp is a Acid Storm can kiss my Ramjet is a piece of and finally Slipstream. Slipstream is cool. I like being with her. She's really genuinely funny and I think we should hang out more. Moving on. Starscream, are you a Fury? What is this Fury you speak of? Might have to do some research on this later. Do you believe in Primus? Primus isn't real. They made him up for money. Stop worshipping him. Worship me instead. Starscream, have you considered trying to rule the Decepticons with Megatron? No. Starscream, consider the following. A man named Peter Piper and his wife Sandy had their own business. Peter sells pickled peppers. Sandy sells seashells, about 50 a day. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers and she sells seashells by the seashore, would they be making an equal income? What the f is this? What is this nursery rhyme bullshit? Someone bring me an aspirin. My brain hurts. I'm also incredibly proud of myself because I got that on the first try. Hey, Screamer! What the... How the heck are you able to transcend death? Love your long-lost brother, Acid Storm? Well, Acid Storm, when you're as awesome and popular as me, you can transcend anything. Even death itself. And don't call me brother. Let's keep it professional. Starscream, would it kill you to be nice to Megatron? He may promote you if you don't try to kill him every 5 minutes. Last time I was nice to someone, I got betrayed. Trust me, a rival's cruel treatment is nothing compared to the feeling of being backstabbed by a close friend. It breaks my spark thinking about it. I'm never going to let myself make the same mistake again. Never again. Push those feelings down. Next question. Starscream, can you make a sandwich? Of course I can. Who doesn't know how to make a sandwich, am I right? Starscream, why do you think Megatron hasn't killed you yet? You know what? I don't know. Come to think of it, I'm surprised I managed to stay his second in command all these years. Do my constant betrayals and acts of mutiny not warrant an execution? My best guess is my suffering is his entertainment. I must be damn entertaining then. Meh. Dear Lord Starscream, have you ever had a talk with Megatron about how abusive he is to you? Ugh, it's always about Megatron, isn't it? Megatron this, Megatron that. Can't I be my own individual? I'm tired of being associated with that pathetic excuse of a leader. But to answer your question, no. We've never talked about it. We probably should, though, so that we can work out the problems in our relationship and build a stronger connection. Screw Megatron! He can go die in an acid pit! Hey, Starscream, do you realize that this whole time while you were reading our text that Megatron was standing right behind you this whole time? You guys are enjoying this, aren't you? How many times have you failed? Failure is a strong word. I prefer the term happy accidents. There, that's more like it. Now I believe the question you're asking is, how many happy accidents have you had? The answer is, too many to count. How does it feel to be killed by a human in the Bay Films franchise? We don't ever talk about that. Why is your laugh so damn annoying? Don't answer the question. I'm just trying to get to you. Remember what your therapist said? My goodness! There's so much disrespect in here! For every good question, there's like a bazillion mean ones! What did I ever do to deserve this treatment? Someone give me a good question that I can work with, please! Starscream. Have you ever looked up Starscream in the Urban Dictionary? Interesting. I've never thought of doing that before. Let me look it up real quick. Okay. Starscream. Oh, come on! You know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna take this anymore. I'm gonna do the smart thing and just walk away. Whose stupid idea was this anyways? Why does no one understand me? Someone get me my therapist.
Hello, humans! Me, Grimlock, finally get to answer questions! Me, Grimlock, wait long time to get Chance, and now Chance is here! Is human ready? First question! Hey, Grimlock! How would you feel if I said Shockwave right now? Okay, I'm out. Why human asked that? Shockwave bring bad memories!
I understand, Grimlock. Just ignore it and move on to the next question, yeah?
Okay. Why do you always say me, Grimlock? Why can't you just speak like a normal Cybertronian? Well, me, Grimlock, can't talk normal anymore because of Shockwave. Too much Shockwave! He ruined Grimlock's life! Me, Grimlock, can't do this! Too painful! Must suppress memories!
Okay, I'm taking over. If I got a nickel for every time I said me, Grimlock, I'd be a millionaire. Salutations, Professor Grimlock here. I shall be answering all your questions from now on. Don't worry, I'm still the same Grimlock you know and love, just smarter and better in every way. To answer your question, my mental processor was severely damaged back when I was experimented on by Shockwave. My vocabulary became limited, and I am incapable of handling complex topics. My brute strength and dino mode came at the cost of my mind. That was until Professor Grimlock was born. I believe I was created as a defense mechanism to protect myself from too much stress and traumatic experiences. As you can see, I am more than meets the eye. cesium salami or beryllium bologna? Obviously, cesium salami is the right choice. Beryllium bologna is disgusting and tastes like Megatron's undercarriage. Ugh.
You take that back, Grimlock.
Shut up, the king is talking. How does Cybertronian flesh taste? Would us mere humans enjoy the taste? It's very crunchy, with a hint of tenderness inside. Would humans enjoy it? Sure. I don't frickin' know. Who is the true king? Grimlock or Godzilla? Are you kidding me? Grimlock will always be the true king. Godzilla stands no chance against me. I would crush him with my own 2 feet. Who's your papa? Wheeljack or Shockwave? Like I said, I'm King Grimlock. No one is in charge of me.
Grimlock!
Yes?
Stop playing your dang video games and get some exercise. You spent the whole day in that room.
Leave Grimlock alone! Me, Grimlock, recording!
You better get over this stupid phase.
It's not a phase!
As I was saying, no one is in charge of me.
Don't forget to do your homework.
Grimlock, what's your opinion on Optimus Prime? Like, do you respect him as a leader? Or do you think you're a better leader? I have a love-hate relationship with Optimus Prime, and not in the fun kind of way. On one hand, he's an aspiring leader with great knowledge and experience. But on the other, he's too soft and optimistic. I sometimes question his judgment and choices. He's noble, sure, but not always effective, efficient. He should take a page from his own book and do whatever it takes, no matter the cost. Grimlock, why aren't you the leader of the Autobots when you are stronger than Optimus Prime? It's not that simple, you see. He's too iconic, popular, and charismatic. He also has a secret weapon that no one on Cybertron can rival. His epic speeches. When that guy talks, it hypnotizes anyone that listens and makes them do things they normally wouldn't do. Like, he can convince thousands of his adoring fans to go to a Michael Bay film. I can't compete with that. No one will follow a dumb brute that says, "Me, Grimlock," every 5 frickin' seconds. That's just retarded. Grimlock, how does it feel to let Optimus ride you? Don't remind me. It was humiliating. I'm a king, for crying out loud. Not servant, not pet, king! He should let me ride him and see how it feels. Get a taste of his own medicine. Hey, Grimlock, what if you rode Optimus Prime for a change? Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, it's not fair. Hold on, I'll be right back.
What a loser.
Prime! Me, Grimlock, want to ride you!
What? Oh god! Ah!
Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Hey, Grimlock, you like jazz? Which jazz we talking here? Music jazz or Transformers jazz? Regardless, I like both. Can you breathe fire of another color like blue or green fire? Random question, but okay. Let's see. Learn something new every day. Man, I wonder if I could do a rainbow. Awesome. Grimlock, did you like how you looked in Michael Bay's films? I actually liked my design in those movies. I looked menacing and fierce. I truly looked like a force of nature ready to scorch the world in flames. But that's just about all they got right. I don't have a single line in those films. And I'd be reduced to a dog role. So disappointing. Woof. Dear Grimlock, which Dinobot did you mate to have the baby Dinobot in the last night? Are you referring to my Dinobot team? We don't have any attraction to each other. We're just friends, trust me. This is getting weird. Just to clarify, I did not boink anyone. Therefore, I am not the father. Case closed. We already asked Prime this, but do you know how Transformers reproduce? You're one of the smartest bots, bro. Ah, yes. I'm being recognized for my superiority. In regards to reproduction, I know all about how this works. It's very fascinating and not at all appropriate for children audiences. I'm sorry, but I'm not permitted to disclose that information due to YouTube policies. Sometimes, there are questions best left unanswered. If you really want to know the answer, just look at the comments or something. Do you try anything other than killing Decepticons to channel your rage? Rage is a great motivator that has kept me going this whole time. It's what makes me the strongest Autobot. But sometimes, there's no one to kill when I'm angry, so I need to resort to other sources of venting. Lately, painting has been a great way to channel my anger. Been watching a lot of Bob Ross videos. Painting happy little trees and making happy little accidents really seems to calm me down. Grimlock, you can combine with other Dinobots? Nice grammar there. But yes, we can combine into the unstoppable Volcanicus. Coined that one myself. Actually, we can show it to you right now. Dinobots combine into Volcanicus.
Whoa, hold on a second, my Dino Bros. I'm missing someone. Where's Sludge? Oh, well, last time I checked, he wasn't in the game.
Oh, well shoot. I guess we're not doing it. False alarm. Everyone go back home. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. So, Grimlock, question. I don't know if you're in Dino mode or Robot mode while reading this, but why the hell do we always see you in Dino mode? I don't know. Why do humans complain about stupid stuff like this when they should be enjoying their pathetic little lives? The truth is, I like my Dino mode. It makes me feel strong and confident. But if you insist, I can continue on like this. You happy now? I feel naked, dear Grimlock. What is your opinion on feathered dinosaurs? What are they, chickens? It may be realistic, but it's not very cinematic. Hey, Grimlock, I was wondering how much do you weigh? And is it overweight? Oh, come on! Why do you have to bring up my weight? I know I'm bigger than everyone else, but I mean, come on. That's so unnecessary. That hurt. But to answer your question, I weigh about 400 tons. Am I overweight? You be the judge. Oh, mighty one, please tell me why there's an orange in my toilet. What the hell? You humans are weird sometimes. Grimlock, if you die, who are you going to make the leader of the Dinobots? I think the chances of me dying are very unlikely. There would be an outcry. Not as much as Prime's death, but I'm sure there would be some tears. If it were to happen, I would entrust the future of the Dinobots to Slug, or whatever you want to call him. He's been with me through thick and thin, and his loyalty knows no bounds. But if he still likes beryllium baloney, then no. Are you a snack? Yes. If you fell down and got hurt, would you have to call a medic, a mechanic, or a paleontologist? All of them. I have a lot of needs that need needing. Sorry, that's dumb Grimlock coming through. Why be an Autobot? What does it matter to you? I may hate being an Autobot sometimes, but it's the right choice. I mean, imagine if we were called Dinocons instead of Dinobots. You see what I mean? Doesn't sound as cool. Final question. Why don't you tell everybody that you are smart? I believe Grimlock doesn't want to tell anyone because he's ashamed of me. Maybe even a little jealous. In this body, we vie for dominance and fight for complete control. He suppresses me as much as he can, but I always worm my way out. One day, I will be the one true Grimlock. I'm excited for when that happens. I don't really know what I will do. Maybe I'll make my own Autobots. I'm seeing a combiner in my future. I don't know, we'll see. Grimlock will no longer be known as the dumb younger brother that Noah wants to hang out with. No more.
Grimlock will be smart, and everyone will come to his birthday parties! Oh, finally! Meet Grimlock back! Oh, questions are over. Me Grimlock's sad.
Sorry, Grimlock, we're only doing one take.
But me want to answer questions.
No, we're running out of time.
But
No!
no. Oh,
I'm sorry, but we're out of time. We don't have the budget for this. Now exit the video.
okay.
Who's a good boy?
Oh, me, Grimlock, me!
I sure hope Megatron will like my gift. Worked really freaking hard on that portrait. Oh, wait, is this thing on? Welcome, citizens of Earth. I shall be hosting today's questionnaire. Only the best comments were selected for processing, so I'm excited to see what you fleshlings have prepared for me. Let us commence Operation Q&A session. Soundwave, have you ever had a regular voice once in your life? If so, what did it sound like? I did have a different voice back in the day, but it's not what most would consider regular. I'm a little shy about this, so please keep your mean comments to yourselves.
This is what I used to sound like. I know, it's all gravelly and nasty. It's like I have something stuck in my throat. I actually got made fun of a lot because of it. Those were dark times. But that all changed when I found this awesome audio plugin. Watch this. This is my voice 1 day on Auto-Tune. This is my voice 1 week on Auto-Tune. This is my voice 1 month on Auto-Tune.
What the did you just say about me? Hey Soundwave, why are you blindly loyal to Megatron? Just curious. While everyone was bullying me in my youth, Megatron was the only one that accepted me for who I was. He told me, they only make fun of you because you're different. What makes you different is what makes you special. Then he said, stop being a pussy and pledge your allegiance to me. Those words changed my life. Soundwave, do you ever feel unappreciated in spite of being one of Megatron's single most capable and loyal soldiers? He never seems to consider you a contender for second in command. Is it because you two seem to be genuine friends? Or is there more to the story? Well, these questions are getting more and more personal. I have to admit, I sometimes do feel like Megatron doesn't give me the appreciation that I rightfully deserve. I've done everything he asked for. I've organized his war strategies. I've analyzed the battlefields. I've protected him from his enemies. I've cleaned up after Laserbeak's droppings. I've washed his dishes. I've washed his dishes. I've washed his dishes. And what do I get for it? Just seeing that idiot Starscream become his second in command while I stay as the communications officer. It's just not fair. What does he have that I don't? Operation Depression. Soundwave, would you ever betray Megatron for leadership? How could you have the audacity to ask me something like that? Megatron is literally all I have left in this world. He has given purpose to my dull existence. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for him. I could never betray him. Not in a million years. Hey Soundwave, I always wondered this. Why did you allow Starscream to kick Megatron out of Astro Train? Next question. Who is superior and who is inferior? Soundwave superior. Autobots inferior. Best catchphrase in all of Transformers. Are you and Shockwave related because you both have wave in your names? No, we're not related. It's like assuming Bumblebee and Cliffjumper are related because they look alike.
They're not. Primus just got lazy. Hey, Soundwave, was the Decepticon symbol made to resemble your face, or the other way around? Huh? The Decepticon logo does kind of look like me. Did Megatron dedicate the Decepticon insignia to me? Is it the result of my loyalty? I am truly honored if that is the case. Soundwave, can you breakdance like you do in the live-action films? Affirmative. Operation B-Boy. Take that, Jazz. Do Cybertronians die from old age or disease, or you guys live forever? Us Cybertronians can live for millions of years, but the spark itself does seem to have its limits. If our bodies aren't taken care of, it will eventually break down under the weight of numerous malfunctions. Constant maintenance, care, and energon are required for a long, healthy lifespan. Diseases are another problem. There are some that are curable, and some that are not, such as cybercorosis. If you don't know what that is, I'm sure some expert in the comments will be kind enough to enlighten the masses. Conclusion: I have no freaking clue. Soundwave, Optimus was asked several weeks ago what his lips are like under his faceplate, but I want to give you the chance at a superior answer and ask what are yours like under there. That's an odd inquiry, but very well. Under this mouthplate, my lips are sharp, angular, and very flexible. I can do duck faces like no other. They are undoubtedly superior to Prime's lips. You are not worthy to see them. No one is. Except Megatron. What would you like to be called if you were a Prime? Soundwave. Have you ever looked up Soundwave in the Urban Dictionary? Negative. Give me a quick second. I will use the power of the internet to find the definition of my designation. Okay, Urban Dictionary. Hold on. Who said you could look at my browser? I wasn't ready yet. Oh man. I hope he didn't see any of that. Sure wish I had some privacy. I've logged onto Urban Dictionary. Now, you have my permission to look at my browser. The info stored here is basic. Everyone knows that he is the greatest transformer of all time. And I like this website. Hi, Soundwave. What is your favorite gun? Megatron is my favorite gun. Oh, wait. That just sounds wrong. What I mean is, Megatron transforms into a Walter P-38, right? It is a very powerful weapon, and is currently my favorite gun to kill Autobots with. That's what I meant. Yeah. Good save, Soundwave. Soundwave, can you make some sick beats? Affirmative. Operation DJ. Maybe I should make a Spotify. Alright, Soundwave. What music genre is the most superior? Normally I would say something like dubstep or house music, but real talk, I've been enjoying classical music lately. You should give it a try. It's quite relaxing and soothing. I recommend Flight of the Bumblebee.
Wait, Bumblebee can fly?
Not that Bumblebee. Can you T-pose into a street light? This is why I am superior. Hey, Soundwave, what is your opinion on burritos? What kind of stupid question is that? I have no need for Earth food. Stupid human. Wait, is your name Nemesis Prime? Uh-oh. How does it feel to keep children inside of you? By children, I assume you mean my minicons. Rumble, Frenzy, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Ratbat, and ravage. Having them inside of me can be an uncomfortable experience. Sometimes I wish that I could just let them roam around, let them do whatever they want. But I know from experience that is a terrible idea. These kids are out of control and can be really, really crazy. It's best to keep them locked inside me until they are needed. Do you see yourself as a father figure towards your cassettes? Affirmative. I feed them in the morning, take them to school, help them with their homework, read them bedtime stories, tuck them to sleep. In other terms, I am their daddy. I must say, it's hard doing it alone sometimes. Could really use a babysitter. Soundwave, you are my idol. What is your favorite ancient Cybertronian lullaby? I sing this to my mini-cons before they go to sleep. It never fails to get the job done. It's called World on Fire. Please enjoy. That usually gets the job done. If that doesn't work, I move on to the next one. World on Ice. Hey, Soundwave, how do you pick on who to eject and insert? I like your look. I like my look too. I pick who I eject into the area based on what skills are needed for the task at hand. Aerial support, laser beak, extra hand, rumble, punching bag, frenzy. How'd you find Laserbeak? I remember seeing him with a pack of other birds, and I made it my mission to make him mine. I followed him until he settled down to rest and seized my opportunity by stunning him with an EMP grenade. It was very effective. I took him as my own and trained him like a Pokemon minicon. It was a grueling process, but eventually, Laserbeak became the very best out of all my minions. A true killing machine. And a very cute pet. Last question, make it a good one. I have a question for Rumble. What do you do inside Soundwave's tummy? Rumble, eject. Operation Confession.
Whoa, what gives? I was in the middle of something.
Answer the human's question.
Answer the what now?
Answer the human's question.
What do you do inside Soundwave's tummy? Seriously? You brought me out here for this?
Affirmative.
It's too personal. I'd rather not.
You're embarrassing me on live television.
Embarrassing you? This is embarrassing me.
What's so embarrassing about sharing a piece of yourself to the world? I do it all the time. Hurry up and answer the question, or you're not eating tonight. So what's it gonna be?
Alright, fine. So, the first thing I do when I'm in there is and then I do, and then I stick it in a blender. And after all that's done, I do it again, but this time with the and then after that I'm pretty tired, I just take a nap. So yeah, that's what I do.
I can't believe you. That's disgusting.
You see why I didn't want to say it?
Oh, you did that inside of me. Oh, get out. I'm banishing you.
What? You can't do that. I have nowhere else to go.
Operation, get the heck out of my sight.
No, please. I thought you cared about me, Pops.
Don't call me Pops.
Come on, Soundwave. I'm your son. Remember that time we played catch together and I couldn't catch the ball because I have pile drivers for hands?
Shut up, you're adopted. Operation Q&A session complete. Conclusion. Humans are a curious race and have no comprehension of personal boundaries. They ask rude questions without any regard to how the subject may feel. Yet, it felt good answering them. I'm known to be very closed off and quiet. As a result, no one even tries to talk to me, not even Megatron anymore. But you humans were eager to hear me out and helped me remember my past. I haven't talked to anyone about these things in a while. So, thank you. Perhaps there's more to you than meets the eye.
Soundwave, get over here! Now! I want a foot massage!
But Lord Megatron wants you all dead, and dead you shall be. His word is law. Until then, Operation Foot Massage. Almost had some character development there.
What's up, party people? It's your boy Jazz, coming at you with my very own Q&A. Hit it! Woo! Let's hop right into it, yeah? Alright, so, who's got a question for me first? Let's see. Hey Jazz, did you enjoy your fight scene with Megatron in the live-action movie? Or do you have a split opinion about it? Oh man, this is why I love humans. Y'all have a sense of humor. I love it. As my fight with Megatron, I will say I was a little disappointed because it was a little short, but at least I went down fighting and looking good while doing it. Would have been nice to survive to the end, but hey, what can you do? Next question. Hey Jazz, we have asked Prime and Grimlock this, but do you know how Transformers reproduces? I think you mean reproduce. Reproduction? One of life's greatest mysteries. All I'll say is, talk to your parents. Jazz. You like jazz? You've been waiting your whole life for this, haven't you? Yeah, I can vibe with it. Though, I'm more of a hip-hop kind of guy. Yo, Jazz, you're by far the greatest Transformer ever. Oh, well, thank you. You got any dance moves you can show us? Much love, bro. Thanks for the compliment. Appreciate it, buddy. As for dance moves, I guess I could show you some of my stuff. I call this the Jazz Master. Haha, eat your heart out, Soundwave. Yeah. Can you do a dance battle versus Soundwave to settle this everlasting conflict? That's actually a great idea. He did call me out in the last one. Soundwave, if you're watching this, I challenge you to a dance battle. Winner takes all. Dear Jazz, out of every Autobot, do you have any best friends? Or do you consider all of your friends as equals? Well, I like to think all of my friends as equals, but for reals, my best friend would have to be my man, Cliffjumper. He's someone that I can vibe with, dance with, go out and die with, and he's always been there for me when things got tough. To add on to that, we both know what it's like to be split in two, if you know what I'm saying. I shouldn't joke about that. Jazz, how did you meet Cliffjumper? Cliff and I go way back. See, we all met each other by, frack, I can't remember. Hang on one second. Yo, Cliff, how do we meet? Oh, we just met at the Autobot Academy, same like anyone else. Oh, yeah, that's how it happened. How do you feel every time Cliffjumper dies? Man, why do y'all have to do him dirty like that? He's a perfectly fine guy that just wants some love. Just let him have the spotlight for once. Jeez. And me too while you're at it. Hey Jazz, what was your reaction to your death in the Transformers movie? You want a piece of me? You want a piece? No, I want two. Holy promise! Ah! Not gonna lie, I had a lot of pride back then. I always thought nothing bad would ever really happen to me because, well, I thought I was a fan favorite. But when it happened, it really shook me up. Tore me apart inside. Missed out on a lot of movies. Thankfully, I had my friends there to help me through it all. Ever since then, I've been a changed bot. I've realized that nothing is ever really guaranteed in life. Appreciate the small things before they're gone, you know? What 2 + 2? 4. Can I have 2 pieces? 2 pieces of what? Bologna, salami, ravioli, sushi, ratatouille, macaroni, spaghetti, fettuccine, me? Gotta be specific, man. Dear Jazz, are you black? Man, do I look black to you? Why did you join the Autobots? The Autobots represent freedom and living the way you want to live. I'm all for that because I believe that freedom is the right of all sentient beings. My buddy Optimus Prime taught me that. He also taught me that some humans are really weird and might ask some disturbing questions. Well, he wasn't wrong. Jazz, how does it feel to be the Spider-Man of the Autobots? Spider-Man is the most relatable out of all them heroes. He's just a normal kid with everyday problems. I appreciate that. So call me Spider Jazz all you'd like. Spider Jazz, does whatever a Spider Jazz can. Yo, Jazz, my main man. What would your name be if you were a Prime? If I was a Prime, my name would be Meister Prime. Or Jasmus Prime. One of the two. I still haven't decided. Are you aware of Nemesis Prime? Oh, I'm very aware of Nemesis Prime. That guy gives me the creeps. It does make me sad seeing him kill all my friends, though. But I'm sure it'll have a happy ending. I just hope Johnny doesn't do anything crazy to me. Can you do a banana split? Yes, I can. Next question. Oh, you mean, can I do one right now? Alright then. Jazz, what's your morning routine? You're my favorite Autobot. Well, I get up in the morning, I take a look at the sun, do my stretches, clean myself up, and then I go out for a nice good old drive for about 30 miles just to get my exercises in, and, well, that's my morning. Ladies, you'll love my night routine. It's going to sleep. Hey, Jazz, who would you personally consider your worst enemy? Country music. But in all seriousness, Starscream, Shatter, and Dropkick. They all know what they did, and they'll get what's coming to them. But Dropkick and Shatter are dead, so 2 down, 1 more to go. Jazz, I was wondering if you could search up Starscream on the Urban Dictionary and see how you react to it. Oh man, I love humans! Oh man! Jazz, Optimus said that transformation was painful. If that is true, how would you describe it? I don't know about everyone else, but personally for me, transforming into vehicle mode feels like doing 5 backflips, 30 jumping jacks, 200 push-ups, and 1 somersault, all at the same time. And then breaking all your bones as your body forcefully mangles your limbs into position like you're some kind of toy. Really painful, but awesome. Jazz, tell me, do you have a girl? Just curious. Nah, not yet. Still looking. Hopefully I find someone that looks at what's inside rather than what's outside. You know what I mean? Bunch of fake people out there, I'm telling you. Hey, Jazz, what's the happiest thing in your life? The happiest thing in my life are my friends. There's nothing like having people there to support you when things get tough. As Vin Diesel will put it, they're family. Did you get your name from Earth, or you always had that name before you went to it? I've always had this name on Cybertron, but I guess it's just a coincidence that there's Jazz on Earth. But then that means Bumblebee, Ratchet, Mirage, Soundwave are also coincidences. The hell? Jazz, if you were to bump into Megatron, what would you say to him following what happened to your live-action version in the first Transformers film? Well, to be honest, that wasn't really my fight to begin with, so I kinda got what was coming. I've kinda moved on from what happened, but if he were here right now, I would tell him that he could go screw himself. Nah, I'm just kidding. I would just say that you're one vicious son of a gun. And I hope you don't do that again. Can you please notice me, Jazz Senpai? Hello, big Transformers nerd! How you doing? Hey, Jazz. Why do you wear your visor all the time? Is there something you would like to show us? I wear a visor all the time because I like to go into battle with style. Either I do something right, or I don't do it at all. Hey, Jazz. Last question from me. Have you ever been in an audition to be the next Prime? I have not. But in the wise words of Justin Bieber, never say never. Do you guys think I should go for it? Let me know in the comments. Alright, last question. How does it feel to be the coolest Autobot? Being the coolest is overrated. All my life I've been trying to get the attention of others. To be liked, respected. But after being labeled as the cool one, I realized just how truly empty it is. Everyone treats me like I'm someone special, but all they see is the fame, the swagger. All they want is a piece of the attention. That's not cool. If you have the desire to be liked and appreciated, that's okay. But just remember to always stay true and honest with yourself. Now that's what I consider cool. Oh, wait, we got one more question. Hold up. Oh, I'm gonna like this one. Hey, Jazz, can you rap? Does this answer your question? Play it, DJ! Yeah! Okay. Just let me find my flow real quick. Okay. I think I got something. Alright, here we go. Listen, split half when I look back. Fist grip, eyes closed, run away like a mad dash. Clap back to the flashback. Moving on to better things. 2-8, J-Flash. Strangers all over me. Don't be fake, watch you at, and please don't be a drag. Rolling up first place, coming down disgrace. Starts back, might as well start a hashtag. Racing through the streets here in Icon. Fighting every day, war on Cybertron. Raps of fire, I could sure use some energon. Hit the bell and comment. Yeah. Flow so vicious, and I got the lines out with extensions. Bars all cooked with the dishes, and my love for you knows the distance. Gotta finish fast, cause you wanna be dismissed. You need to learn, it's not about reaching the top. It's about friends and family. Mic drop.
Well, if it isn't the petty insects of Earth. My name is Megatron, and today I will be answering your disgusting questions that you have so graciously provided. Despite the fact I have no desire to answer them at all. Let's get this over with. First question. Why do you keep forgiving Starscream, even when you know he'll try to kill you again? It's quite simple, really. Keeping him around is almost therapeutic for me. Being the leader of the Decepticons comes with a lot of stress and responsibilities. Sometimes I just want to punch the crap out of everyone. I know that's not a very effective way to release my anger, so I keep him around. Let him play his games while I get the pleasure of scorning him at every opportunity. It's quite amusing. He's like a child, trying to imitate his superiors. What better way to vent my frustrations than on the rare specimen that is Starscream? I hate to admit it, but if he were gone, I would be disappointed. I suppose I could beat on someone else, but it wouldn't be the same. Keep this a secret. He must not know. It's okay, though. Starscream is totally into it. Megatron, have you ever thought of making Soundwave your second in command? He's way more qualified than Starscream. Ah, yes, Soundwave. My most loyal and trusted Decepticon, besides Shockwave. Been by my side since the very beginning. But to be my second in command, no, that's not happening. What you must realize is that he is the Decepticon's communications officer. He is the only one qualified for that position. Without a communications officer, there is no communication. That sounds stupid, but it makes sense, trust me. There's no one else that can do the job but him. I suppose Starscream can do the job too if I hit him hard enough, but I can't take that chance. You ever think that maybe you don't give Soundwave the praise he deserves? Soundwave is just Soundwave. We all know he's good at his job, so what's the point? You know it, I know it, he knows it. Shut up. The feet picks, Lord Megatron. Hand them over.
Never! You'll never get them from me! See Reflector after the show if you want them. It's an honor to be asking you this question, Lord Megatron. But what would you do if you crossed paths with an alternate you? If I came face to face with another Megatron, I would probably take him out for a pint, ask him how things are in his universe, scheme some plans with him, and then finally, I would kill him. Only one could rule the Decepticons. Even if they're in different universes, I'll take them all. Lord Megatron, are you aware there is a universe, IDW, where you joined the Autobots and denounced the Decepticons? That's not how you spell Decepticons, but whatever. That Megatron is an imposter, and I refuse to be associated with him. Don't believe everything you read. A real Megatron would rather die than lower himself to become an Autobot. Have you ever eaten a human before? No, I haven't. I don't want to catch any viruses or plagues or anything that's in style at the moment. Do you know how to say pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanicosis? Yes. On a scale of 1 to 10, how entertaining do you find Starscream's suffering? 10 out of 10 would recommend. Repeated viewings are suggested. Viewer discretion is advised. Dear Lord Megatron, what would you do once you win the war? When this war is won, which it will be, I plan to subject the entire planet to my will alone. People cannot be trusted to govern the world because injustice and corruption will always follow. Just look at America, Jesus Christ. The only person you can trust is me. Because I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Anybody who says otherwise is lying. We've seen you as a handgun, a tank, a jet, a truck, a helicopter, and a dinosaur. What alternative mode can we expect from you next? A dinosaur? Oh wait, no, we already had that one. I don't know, man. You'll just have to wait and see. Megatron, have you ever wondered what your own weapon feels like when you fire it at yourself? Joke's on you, I'm invulnerable to my own weapons. Why do you want to destroy Cybertron when that's what you're literally standing on? LOL. Destroy? I don't want to destroy Cybertron. I want to conquer it. You fool. You pillock. You scum. Actually, that last one probably wasn't appropriate. Not that you don't deserve it, of course. For the love of Cybertron, how do y'all reproduce? Well, firstly, reproduction all depends on which continuity you're looking at. Some timelines don't even have reproduction. And quite frankly, I don't see the point in it. We're machines for crying out loud. But in our Johnnyverse, reproduction happens when two individuals who love each other very, very much come together with romantic intentions. And and that is where babies come from. Hey, Megs. I hope it's okay to call you that. It is not. I overheard you dabble in poetry, which I find rather interesting. If so, are you able to give us an example? Please and thank you. Ahem. Roses are red, violets are blue. I have 5 fingers. The middle one is for you. Dear Megatron, what did it feel like to be smashed by Metroplex over and over and over? Jesus Christ! Is that all you've got? Pah! It was nothing. It was like a massage. A very violent but pleasant massage. Lord Megatron, do you have a pet? His name is Starscream, perhaps you've heard of him. Hail Megatron! Very good. Is there anything that you like about planet Earth? P.S. Love you. The feeling isn't mutual, I'm afraid. Earth is messy, unnatural, and full of disorder.
It would be best to reformat it to its fullest potential as a mechanical homeworld. The only good thing about your planet are your natural disasters, such as forest fires, volcanic eruptions, and earthquakes, to name a few. Watching you insects die is quite a spectacle, if you ask me. Do you remember that one Megatron toy that had a giant blaster on his crotch? Was that just a phase or something? That was my pride and joy. How dare you make fun of it? Yes, I remember it, and I was proud of it. Next question. And don't look it up. I see you. Lord Megatron, what can I do to be your sweetheart? Well, nothing at this point. I have no room for sweethearts in my life. Romance is for pansies who have no confidence in themselves, and as a result, rely on others for comfort and affirmation. Truly pathetic. The only reason I would ever make room for a lady is if there is something to be gained from such nonsense. But other than that, not a chance. Sorry to get your hopes up, sweetie. For Megatron, obviously. What was your life like before becoming the leader of the Deceptions? Why can't you people spell Decepticons? It's not that hard. Before I was leader of the Decepticons, I was a simple miner. Hard-working, young, but distraught. I saw firsthand the injustice that was present in our society. Reserves of energon were divided unequally. Officials abused their power. Justice was corrupt. And I knew I had to do something. I used my experience in combat to become a gladiator and quickly made a name for myself. Thanks to my superiority, I had a platform to speak out and struggled hard to create change. But even with all that fame, my voice was not heard. And then one day, the people I held closest to my spark were murdered, all in the name of justice. Enough was enough, and so I took a stand and killed the perpetrators who wronged me. And the rest is history. People challenge me by saying that the Decepticons are no better than the enemy. To that I say, no. All this death and chaos is because of the so-called Autobots. They brought this on themselves. The only language they'll ever understand is violence. And I shall bring this violence in full force. Oh, well, great, now I'm in a bad mood. Next one's my final question, and I'm done. Nice job. Hey, Megatron, describe how your friendship with Prime was like. Prime and I were good friends. He understood my frustrations with society and worked closely with me to make a better future. He was, dare I say it, my brother. But when we spoke to the High Council, he betrayed my trust, made me look like a fool. And when my friends were killed, he chose not to be at my side. He had the audacity to tell me not to take action because he was afraid of the consequences. Coward! When I needed him most, he wasn't there. And now, we are enemies. Am I done reading those stupid questions? No? What the hell do you mean, no? I don't like how they're making me feel uncomfortable. That makes me feel angry. I'm Lord Megatron, and I have better things to do than talk to lesser beings about... who's Megatron? How come I can't spell the Decepticons? Why is everything happening to Starscream? Why do you hate him so much? Where is Starscream anyways? I need him! This rage isn't going to dispense itself! Thanks for watching.
I'm just messing with you guys so I can talk. What's up, guys? It's your favorite Autobot scout, Bumblebee here. It's finally my time to get the spotlight again. Let's get this show on the road. First question. Bumblebee, how does it feel beating everyone else to having your own solo movie? It feels fantastic. Finally, I get the attention that I so rightfully deserve. Granted, it took a lot of negotiating and drug smuggling, but the wait was worth it. All the people that doubted me can suck it. Good morning, afternoon, or whatever time it is. How do you feel being Hasbro's cash cow? Interesting choice of words, but hey, whatever gets me to the top is fine by me. So, milk me to your heart's content, Hasbro. Do you think the concept of you missing your voice box is overused, or are you fine with it? Yes, definitely. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Removing my voice strips me of any meaningful dialogue or character development. It's tired, overused, and a gimmick. But when I think about it, maybe that's what made me so popular. Maybe having me disabled made me a more endearing character and more relatable? Maybe that's why they keep doing it. Nah, it still sucks. How did Raph in Transformers Prime understand you? I don't know. Probably because he's a nerd. Who was your favorite human companion? Good question. I don't know about you guys, but I gotta have a soft spot for my boy Sam Scrap, I already forgot. Yeah, he stutters a bit too much, and yeah, he's kind of a loser to be honest. But I always think back to that time when he tried to save me from the government. Just something about that scene hit me right in the spark, you know? And that music was just, Hey there, B. Just want to know, why do they keep pairing you with a human? Doesn't that get annoying? Almost every incarnation of me so far has been tied to a human character. Annoying is an understatement. It's almost like they don't have faith in me to be my own character. I won't lie, sometimes it works. They can be a good compliment to me. But when it doesn't work, oh man. Sometimes I wish I could rip out their voice box. B, why did Optimus call you B-127 in the movie? Is that the name your dad gave to you? You know, I never really understood why they gave me that name. It's so random. But here's how I think it went down.
Oh my god! It's a boy! A beautiful boy!
What are we gonna name him, honey?
Let's give him a name that's completely random and means absolutely nothing!
Ooh, how about we give him something cute, like Glyph, or Waffle, or...
I got it! Let's call him B-127!
What the f***, Richard?
Out of all the alt modes you've had throughout the various Transformers series, which one has been your personal favorite? I've always liked the classic Volkswagen Beetle mode from the G1 cartoon and Bumblebee movie. Can't go wrong with the classics. Hey, Bumblebee, got a favorite joke? Ooh, I got one! Why did Orion Pax ask Elita to race on their first... wait a second. Maybe it's best if I don't say it. I'm not taking any chances. If the war was over, would you stay on Cybertron, or would you travel to Earth? That depends if Cybertron is still even around by then. As much as I like Earth and what it has to offer, nothing really beats classic home. Sorry, Sam. And Charlie. And Raph. And Cade. And Sorry. And Spike. And Spark. Hey, have you ever thought of actually transforming into a Bumblebee? I think you're taking the name a little too seriously there, buddy. No. If I was a Maximal, however, maybe. But why would I want to be an actual Bumblebee? They die after one sting. I can't die. I'm the poster boy of the frickin' Transformers. I got plans, you know? What is your relationship with Cliffjumper like? Are you two brothers, friends, or something else? Cliff and I are not brothers, people. We just happen to have the exact same body type. Of course, I'm the better looking one. How is it that in the last night you were ripped apart and somehow reassembled yourself? That would have been helpful in the first Bay film for Jazz. Oh yeah, it would have been, huh? How'd I get that power? Plot armor, that's how. That and bad writing. How did you get your voice box back in the last night? Bad writing. Q&A question. which Decepticon would you consider your rival/enemy? You spelled Decepticon wrong, but whatever. I don't really have a rival per se, but it seems like me and Barricade have something going on. Barricade. In some continuities, you can't talk. In some, you can. My question is, can you sing? Does this answer your question? Hit it!
You got the touch! You got the power! Yeah!
Impressed? What do Transformers use to clean themselves? The blood of our enemies. I'm just kidding, we use water and shampoo. Bumblebee, what was your job before the Civil War began? Before the war, I was just an average delivery guy. I delivered all kinds of stuff. Energon, Energon pizza, Energon drinks, Energon blood samples. Did I mention Energon? It was quite an important business, trust me. If I didn't make it in time, my head would explode. You think I'm joking? Hey Bumblebee, how are you today? Doing pretty good, thank you. My question is, how do Transformers tell time? It has been one of the most confusing things for me. By the way, loved your movie. Time is something that's never been outright clarified in Transformers lore. Yeah, we have cycles and mega cycles and whatever cycles. But when people ask me what something like 2 p.m. translates to on Cybertron, I just say, I don't know. If someone could explain in the comments, that would be much appreciated. Hey Bumblebee, have you ever considered killing Optimus Prime in his sleep? Whoa there! I may not like the big boss all the time, but come on, he's still my friend. Just wish you let me be a Prime already. Hey Bumblebee, I hope you see my question. This is the first time I've asked any Autobot or Decepticon a question. Oh, good for you, dude. Anyways, if you could be friends with any Decepticon, who would it be and why? P.S. I love you, and I'm glad you're my first. Okay. If I had to choose someone to be my friend, I guess it would have to be Shockwave. I mean, he seems like a pretty nice guy. Not to mention, he's a pretty intelligent person, he's well-mannered, so maybe Shockwave. Flip the symbols upside down and tell me what you think. Aw, they look kinda sad. Alright, I'm bored. Moving on. Where are you currently? Specifically your coordinates. Just asking for no reason. Yeah, sure, Soundwave, come on over. Would love to get a chance to kill you again. Do some karaoke. Last question. Are you a virgin? No, what the fuck? Alright. This is the last question. How's Prime treating you? Alright, I guess, but even though he's the big boss of the Autobots, I'm pretty sure he lets it get to his head. I mean, have you seen how he acts in these videos? The guy's in it. As for how he treats me, well, it's been a little rocky to say the least. He's always doubted my abilities to make it on my own, and always feels the need to take control of my decisions. He says he knows what's best for me, but what does he know? He's not me. He doesn't have my self-interest in mind. And to live in his shadow forever is not truly living. Ever since he started treating me like this, I made it my mission to prove him wrong, and do everything I can to reach the top, to show him I can be my own individual. I think it's safe to say I succeeded. I'm like everywhere now when it comes to Transformers. It's awesome! Alright, humans, that's all the questions we have for today. Huh, it wasn't that bad. Sure, there were some oddballs here and there, but overall, it was a pretty fun experience. And you guys really like me. And I really like you. Now buy my toy so I can get my sequel. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. But seriously though.
Greetings, inhabitants of Earth. I have been selected to be your next recipient of these questionnaires. I have postponed my studies to answer your curious questions, so I hope you make this worth my time. Let us begin. First question. Have you ever heard of the one-eyed, one-horned flying purple eater? Do you know whether it's a people eater that flies, is purple, has one eye and one horn? Or is a flying purple people that have one eye and one horn? Are you on drugs? Let's hope the next one is better. Hey, Shockwave, what I am telling you right now is a lie. So am I telling the truth or lying about it? What did I get myself into? This is illogical to the highest degree. Stupid humans! I'm moving on. The most logical question ever, and it is logical that I ask you for a logical answer. So, the day before yesterday, Chris was 7 years old. Next year, he'll be 10 years old. How is this possible? I don't know, you flesh bags age differently, I guess. Please stop asking me stupid questions that have no semblance of sense or logic. My time is valuable. I could be curing robot cancer for all we know. But no! I'm here stuck reading these trick questions. Let us proceed. To Shockwave. If you had the golden, most perfect, most, dare I say it, logical opportunity, nice, to take leadership of either the Autobots or Decepticons, would you do it? If yes or no, why? If the opportunity to be the leader of the Decepticons presented itself, I would need to evaluate if I am best suited for the position. My loyalty lies with Lord Megatron, and I am perfectly content being the mad scientist that I am. But, if he were gone, and I was the only suitable candidate, then so be it. If someone is more worthy than me, however, then I will pledge my allegiance to whoever it is. But if it's Starscream, then I take it back. Your thighs were very thick in the Bumblebee movie, but how many C's were in the thick? Like 2 C's. Like cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Like a meatball sub, real extra thick. So thick alerting the guards thick, I tell you what. To Shockwave, why do you only have one optic? Are you some type of Cyclops or something? Cyclops? Who do you think you are calling me that? I'm a scientist. Show some respect. This mono eye of mine is a birth defect. It runs in the family. Why does everyone keep making fun of it? Yo, Shockwave, since you're a scientist, why don't you just make a second optic for yourself? That's genius! Why didn't I think of that? It's the answer to all my problems. I'll put it on my bucket list. Nice. Hey, Shockwave, what are your thoughts on having a giant metal worm as a pet in the 3rd Transformers film? Ah, yes. Driller, my adorable parasitic tapeworm. I found him as a hatchling on one of my expeditions, and raised him with love and care. He was good company and a good boy. That is until Prime beheaded him for just trying to sustain himself. He was just minding his own business, eating a building, and you killed him, Prime! You killed him! Sure, your human friends were in danger, but you can always find new ones. Driller was one of a kind and is irreplaceable. I demand justice! Hey, Shockwave, how did it feel to get your eye ripped out by Optimus? What do you want me to say? It felt good? Oh, I loved it when he grabbed me by the optic and ripped my cords out. I'd do it again if I could. Stupid human. I decided to delete my old comment because I personally think it was bad. Now I'm more interested in the deleted comment. I don't really care about this next one. Anyways, here is my question. Why do you constantly use the word logic? Because f*** you, that's why. Hey, Shockwave, would you want to be friends with Bumblebee? Just asking. Bumblebee? Why would I want to be friends with a silly Autobot? Yuck. Ugh. Shockwave, I too have an interest in dissecting apart my fellow humans and learning what makes them tick. But my kindness and lack of fears, aren't you trying to hurt them? Prevent me from harming human in such ways. How do I remove all unnecessary emotion from my system so that I may start my own experiments? Ah, a fellow scientist interested in the field of dissection. I'm flattered you're looking to me for guidance. Like all things, doing something for the first time can be an uncomfortable experience. You will fail a lot, but do not be discouraged. In order to get better at something, you just need to do it over and over and over again. Eventually, it will get easier to the point where you start questioning your sanity. You may have thoughts such as, am I a monster? What have I done? Is the devil going to welcome me in the afterlife? The answer to all of these is probably yes. These thoughts are completely normal and are nothing to be ashamed of. So if you find yourself doubting your choices, remember that every mad scientist you look up to had to face the same trials. So kill that Dear Shockwave, a question that's needed to be answered. I have a question too. Did you finish grammar school? How do you eat? Like this. Shockwave, was there any particular scientific endeavor that you considered to be your favorite? I've done many scientific experiments in the name of, well, science, but my ultimate crowning achievement has to be fusing robot biology with dinosaur DNA to create robot dinosaurs. It was a grueling process as my subjects were acting like babies throughout the whole procedure, but the results were beautiful. And best of all, the T-Rex variant can breathe fire. Why does it breathe fire, I hear you ask? I think the better question is, why doesn't it breathe fire? Hey, Shockwave, what happened to your arm? Why you have gun instead hand? As amazing as my dinosaur experiments were, I did not foresee the outcome that they would overcome my security protocols. My entire research facility was destroyed, and instead of thanking me for improving their design, one of them bit my arm off. A thank you would have been nice. But what can I say except, you're welcome. And f*** you, Grimlock. Shockwave, do you need a hand? Is this the peak of all comedy? I must say I'm rather disappointed. You laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at you because you're all the same. Hey, Shockwave, how's your daily life with one hand and one eye? Alright, fine. When it comes to having one eye, I've actually grown quite accustomed to it as I have been like this since my creation. Sometimes it is hard to grab everyday objects, but other than that, it works as intended. Having one arm, however, is a different story. Do you have any idea how hard it is learning to ride using your bad hand? It is an absolute nightmare. Hey, Shockwave, why do the Insecticons address you as Queen? P.S. Talk to the hand. If I need to be given a female term to command an army of disgusting cockroaches and flies, then so be it. And stop with the hand jokes! They're getting old. Hey, Shockwave, what are your thoughts on Soundwave? Do you consider him as a friend or enemy? I believe he is secretly suspicious of me and my work, for it could go against Megatron's best interest. He never talks about it, but I've actually caught him on several occasions spying on me. What a creep. I'd be hard-pressed to call Soundwave a friend, but he's no enemy. We both fight for the same thing. The only difference is, I serve only one master. Pure logic. Shockwave, will you, or can you, dab in front of Megatron and say, dab on to haters? Or are you a chicken? How dare you insult me like that? You think I would do something as silly as an old trend just to prove myself? Preposterous! I have better things to do. Megatron! Dab on to haters! Hi, Shockwave. Big fan. Oh, I'm a big fan of yours, Mr. MJ. I loved Moonwalker. When you are working for Megatron, do you ever get the feeling that you are the bad guys? Well, MJ, we all know who's the bad one here. There's nothing bad about purging Cybertron of corruption. What we're doing is a good thing. Honestly, I don't see the reasoning behind trying to preserve what once was. It didn't work, and it's not going to work again. It's time to move on, boomers. Hey, Shockwave, how come you show no emotion to, like, anyone? Is it so they don't think weak or what? My god, the grammar in this. I'm feeling something, I'll tell you that. Emotions are a weakness, and I'm not weak. I have more important things to do than invest my time in such frivolous feelings. Sure, it may mean that I don't get invited to a lot of things, but that's the price I'm willing to pay. Last question. Hello, Shockwave. I'm asking, and it's pretty offensive to your soft side, but when will you ever find friends? I have friends. I have Megatron, the entire Decepticon armada, and the actually, not them. But you get my point. I just don't talk to them as much. I'm far too busy with my research. If they ever want to talk, they know where to find me. But the only time anyone interacts with me is if they need something. It's probably my fault things are this way. I must admit, it would be nice if someone made an effort to actually talk to me. Everyone asks, what is Shockwave doing? But no one asks, how is Shockwave doing? It's okay, you're still thick. Well, that concludes the questionnaire. Judging by your immature questions, hostile nature, and poor grammar, I hypothesize that you will be the bringers of your own destruction. Planet Earth will be covered in smoke from the nuclear fallout, and all that will remain of the human race will be ashes and your stupid questions. But that's just a theory. Now be gone. I have much work to do, and it definitely won't backfire on me. Thick.
No need to worry, Starscream. Two-eyed Shockwave isn't real. He can't hurt you.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my god!
Hey there, it's me, Autobot inventor extraordinaire, Wheeljack. Today I'll be answering your questions, because as we all know, humans love asking their questions. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen, because something tells me this is going to be a bumpy ride. First question. Hey Jackie, have you ever tried turning yourself into a Cybertronian equivalent of a pickle? That would be the funniest scrap to see. Let's see what I can do. Hey B!
Jack?
Get over here. I got something to show you. B!
Wheeljack? Where are you?
I'm on my workbench.
What?
Just come over here. You won't regret it. Now flip the pickle.
Okay.
I turned myself into a pickle bee! I'm Pickle Jack!
What the fuck?
What did you think of the Transformers Siege Netflix show? I thought it was decent. Wasn't bad, wasn't amazing, just decent. It's got some potential though. I'm just glad they got my character looking right more or less. I've been through some phases, let me tell you. I was a ninja, I had a beard a couple times, heck, I was even Einstein at one point. It's really frustrating how they keep changing me. And it's a pain in the ass. Sorry, that was way out of character, wasn't it? Wheeljack, what do you think about looking like Einstein in the live action? I had to bleach my eyes for a week after seeing that. He looked nothing like me. That wasn't Wheeljack, that was an imposter. Identity theft is no joke. Wheeljack, my big question to you is what would you look like if you were a fembot? One word. What? I refuse to fuel the fire that is the internet. Next! Dear Wheeljack, have you heard Optimus Prime sing in the shower? Too many times.
Why'd you leave me? We could have been so good together.
Shut up!
No, you shut up! I need this!
Dear Wheeljack, why is the aligned continuity not aligned? If I was Hasbro, there's a certain risk involved starting a new TV series since you're rebooting the characters with tons of money on the line. You need an audience to make money, and that's not always guaranteed with a new show. But by connecting your new show to one that already has an established fan base, you ensure an audience, which means more money. More audience equals more profit. And that's why the aligned continuity is not very well aligned. It's more like a winding tornado with plot holes and poorly stitched storylines everywhere. Just keep them separate, Hasbro. It's not that hard. Dear Wheeljack, do you like being a wrecker or an inventor a lot better? I can't deny the fact that seeing me wield two swords like a ninja is awesome. But I feel like being an inventor is more up my alley. Not as bad at, but still cool. God, why do I like so much? This is what we're really fighting for. Hey Wheeljack, how does it feel to invent stuff? Does it ever get boring? Inventing has been a passion of mine for as long as I can remember. There's just an indescribable joy I feel when I get an idea and I work my butt off to try and figure it out. It's like a puzzle. Just gotta find all the pieces and mash them together in a combobulation of science and engineering. Granted, there's always the risk they'll blow up, but hey, what's the fun in doing anything without the risk? Dear Wheeljack, what's the weirdest thing you've invented? Let's see. We got robot Tinder, flammable toothbrush. Oh! I once made a radioactive spider to study the effects of energon on organic life forms. Unfortunately, though, I lost it. What a shame. Would have been cool if it bit someone. That'd be bad. Wheeljack, would you consider Shockwave to be your nemesis since you're both mad scientists? Ha! You think Shockwave can level with someone like me? Get out of here. His inventions always backfire on him. What a loser, am I right? Guys, your relationship with Dinobots is like parent and children, or they are pets for you. Why not both? We need a definitive answer. Who are the Dinobots' real daddy? You or Shockwave? He may be his father, but he isn't his daddy. You know what? Let's find out. You are not the father. No! Yes! And neither are you, Shockwave. Yes! Suck it!
Why are we fighting over this? We're robots!
Wheeljack, did you know that Grimlock is smart? Maybe even smarter than you? Ha! Grimlock being smarter than me? Nah, that can't be. Grimlock, what's 9 plus 10?
21!
You're grounded! Aww. Nope, still dumb. Dear Wheeljack, please give Starscream my love when you see him. No. Hey Wheeljack, why do you wear a mask? Are you self-conscious? Insert Corona joke here. Hey Wheeljack, have you ever tried getting all the Autobots and Decepticons together? Oh, Dinobots, not Decepticons. Have you ever tried getting all the Autobots and Dinobots together and combining them? If so, what would it look like? What would it be called? All the Autobots and Dinobots? Oh god, I've never tried doing anything close to that. But if I did, it would be really, disjointed and ugly and... Gosh, I'm not even sure I could describe it. What would it be called? Hyper, Ultra, Volcano, Magnum, Romeosis. Screw it, let's just call him Jesus. Hey Jackie, have you ever thought of building an atomic bomb? Yeah, because that's what 2020 needs. An atomic bomb. As most people already know, I'm pretty good at making things go BOOM! So building such a weapon was a piece of cake. But after I finished working on it, Prime had me entrust the blueprints to the people of Earth for safekeeping. I'm sure that was a perfectly sound idea. Wheeljack, have you ever traveled across the multiverse? Funny you should ask that. I actually have a device that allows me to travel across infinite dimensions. I call it the Portal Gun. Wait, that might already be patented. I'll think of a name later. Huh, I wonder which dimension I'm in right now.
Optimus, stop! Run for it! Decepticons, follow Prime!
Hey, Wheeljack, why does everything you make blow up in your face? Aren't you an engineer? Not everything I make blows up. Okay, maybe they do, but cut me some slack, would you? We're always low on supplies, energon, and resources, so there's bound to be some complications. I'm sure there's people out there like Michael Bay who'd appreciate my fiery hiccups. I don't even have a mouth. How did that happen? Spicy. Last question. Do you ever feel as though you're nothing but a burden to the people around you? Yeah! I will admit, I get a lot of slack for messing up. Not everything I make works the way I want it to, and I've made some questionable things here and there. Sometimes I find myself staying up at night thinking about how the Autobots would be better off without me. But I realize for every failed attempt, there's always a success somewhere down the line. I just want to make the world a better place, and even if things don't work out, at least people will know that I had the best intentions with my inventions. Oh, that rhymed! And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The Q&A is officially over. Thank you for tuning in for the video, and be sure to dislike, unsubscribe, comment all your personal complaints to Johnny, and all that cancer culture crap. Until then, I'll see you next.
Wheeljack, get over here!
Oh, scrap, I gotta go. That's not how you use robot Tinder. Where's the fire extinguisher? Not safe for work, but real safe to twerk.
Bruticus online, ready to kill some Autobots. Wait, what is this? Questions? Bruticus don't want to answer questions. We made to destroy, not talk. This is waste of time. Stupid humans. Oh, alright, fine. First question. Who controls Bruticus? Is it Onslaught? Everyone control him? Or you own personality? P.S. You my favorite combiner. When Bruticus combine, all spark unified to one. This take lots of practice and not happen quickly. When Bruticus first started, it was like this. Okay, left foot. Oh no, don't fall. Come on, get it out in front, let's go. All right, we got this, come on. No! Of course, Bruticus a lot better now. If Bruticus is 5 in 1, then that's 5, well, okay, hold on. Too many letters or syllables. If Bruticus is 5 in 1, then that's 5 times the brain power. So why Bruticus dumber? Geez, you don't have to be so mean about it. Combining process means more power to kill Autobots, but power comes at price of Bruticus' brain. It is necessary sacrifice, and that is why Bruticus dumber. What's your excuse? What kind of roller coaster? What the people think I'm dumb. Is your emotions, considering you 5 different people's emotion, suddenly put together? It can be a comfortable, safe roller coaster, or a life-shattering, coma-inducing plane crash. All depends on state of everyone's mind before combining. If we not all thinking together, there can be complications. One time Onslaught got scolded by Megatron, and Bruticus was extremely sad. Who said that? Swindle, I'm going to kill you. Hey, Bruticus, what's 6 times 3? B. Parentheses. Is it 15? 16? 17? I don't know. Bruticus can't math. Are you a he or a they? Oh, this is getting topical. Bruticus would like to be addressed as he and him. Thank you very much. Bruticus really needs to update his Twitter bio. Hey Bruticus, since your arms are aerial vehicles, can you fly? No. Unfortunately, Bruticus cannot. Psych! Look at Bruticus go! Flying! This is not canon, but it's funny. Hey Bruticus, can I ask you some Can you sing? No. Can you do backflip? No. Can you beat Devastator in arm wrestling match? No. Yes, definitely can. Definitely. God, these questions. Hey Bruticus, what was your reaction when you weren't in any film but Devastator was? Bruticus was devastated. Until I saw his wrecking balls. After that, Bruticus felt better. That was nasty. I give you $1 million and Matrix of Leadership if challenge Metroplex to fight and beat him. Deal? Deal. Hey! Bruticus, shut with Hey! Yeah, down here, you big ugly excuse of a city! Bruticus challenge you to a... Ow! Hey Bruticus, I don't want to sound weird, but how possible for you to be so attractive? Haha, you're making Bruticus blush. You can't see it because Bruticus is made of metal, but trust me, Bruticus is blushing. Bruticus! The bigger they are, you finish the sentence. The harder they hit! To the whole team, if a femme were to ask you guys on a date, would you take turns? Beat each other out of the winner to take her? Or just combine and go all together? This is so dirty. You know? Thanks for your attention. That is a very arousing question. Bruticus going to choose not to answer this. Bruticus thinks of the children. Why are you so big? Why are you so small? Stupid humans. Can't even spell. Have you ever looked up Starscream in Urban Dictionary? Puny Starscream, that's what you get. Hey Bruticus, I always wonder this with combiners. When you're in combine mode, are you all linked together so when you decapitated or shot through the chest, you all die, or what? If one limb perishes, Bruticus can still function and live on. But if Unified Spark is destroyed, then all Combaticons will fall. Of course, that will never happen, because Bruticus has plot armor and need to sell toys. Money makes me invincible. Hi, Bruticus. Would you ever swap limbs with another combiner? That's disgusting. That's like sharing toilet paper. Bruticus incompatible with other combiners, unless they are Combaticons. We have special link and configurations made only for us. Do you like being combined all the time, or just when you have to? Bruticus combine only when necessary, because maintaining form eats lots of energon. That's why Bruticus think questions are wastes of time. Bruticus could be doing anything right now, like cleaning my house or watching TV. But no, Bruticus tricked into silly video. Have ye ever decided to switch body parts? Like Brawl his arm or Vortex leg? We did, but it didn't work out so well. Ow! To Bruticus, does Megatron ever call you for something that doesn't involve obliterating Autobots? Megatron has foot rub Fridays. Bruticus doesn't want to talk about it. Final question. Do you guys get along? Yeah, Bruticus thinks so. Combaticons fight here and there, but we always focus when we need to. We're like a dance group, perfectly in sync with each other and constantly improving flow. We know each other inside and out. Maybe a little too much. But at end of day, we are all brothers. Except you, Swindle. You're a piece of Finally, questions are over. Bruticus can now go and kill puny Autobots and fulfill life purpose.
Decepticon, prepare to meet your maker.
Oh, perfect timing. Bruticus gotta go now. Remember to wear a mask, or whatever. Come here, tiny Autobot. I won't hurt you.
Oh, scrap, this is a bad idea!
Die, you dusty...
Is it safe? Are you sure? So you're telling me I can walk in and no one's gonna split me in half in the next 30 seconds? Okay, good. The last thing I need on my resume is another death. Greetings, people of Earth. Name's Cliffjumper, Autobot Scout and Weapons Specialist. Oh, and definitely not a plot device to raise the stakes. Today, I was assigned the important mission of answering the questions of Earth. You got questions, I got answers. Let's roll. What was your reaction when you got cut in half in the Bumblebee movie? Jesus Christ, what the hell? Again? Hello, Cliffjumper. As a human, I've always wondered, how do Cybertronians see while in vehicle mode? Truth is, we don't see. When we drive, we just close our eyes and wish for the best. I mean, it's hard to see anything when you've got a bunch of limbs all mangled up in your face. Well, I'll tell you right now, I can see part of my groin, my left butt cheek, and... Oh my god, is that my... Hey Cliff, who's the best partner? RC or Jazz, and why? Hey, I'm not gonna... I can't choose between two of my closest friends. That just doesn't sound right. However, I will say, whoever can keep me alive the longest will get my seal of approval. And so far, RC hasn't done a very good job. When you were resurrected with Dark Energon by Megatron and Transformers Prime, were you aware of what your body was doing? I don't remember too much about my zombie phase, to be honest. It's all a blur to me. I do have weird dreams at night, though. Very weird dreams. Whoa! What was that? How did you feel when you saw Jazz get split like a banana by Megatron in the first movie? That's actually why we're best friends. We have matching scars. Look! You can't see it because they've healed, but they're definitely there. Hey, Cliffjumper, Shatter and Dropkicker behind you? No, please take my lunch money! Haha, very funny. Hey, Cliff, how's RC? Is she doing okay after the arachnid incident? Oh yeah, she's doing fine. Nothing like seeing two of your partners die in a horrific fashion. She has PTSD! So like, are you and RC a thing? Or are you just crushing? Well, you know, who's to say that we couldn't have been a thing if I didn't die in the first episode? A lot of people think Jack came and swooped in, took that from me. So, guess he's her ride to die now. She's a motorcycle. Boom, boom. How does it feel knowing that you were voiced by The Rock? I was voiced by a rock? What are you, 5? You Earthlings are weird. Do you really jump off of cliffs? Does this answer your question? Cliffjumper, this question will determine our friendship. M&M's or Skittles. Energon wine is where it's at. And Red Bull. How many cliffs could a Cliffjumper jump if a Cliffjumper could jump cliffs? 1 cliff. 2 cliffs. 3 cliffs. Why do you do this to me, Johnny? Why? Son of a bitch. I really want to know about this. If you got your own movie and could control everything about it, actors, scripts, etc., how would you make your movie? Well, I would want to make my movie as high quality as possible. And by that, I mean I want the best explosions, special effects, and models that money has to offer. Lots and lots of blue and orange. It's always sunset. I just want it to be a glorified army commercial. Who needs a good story when you have excitement, action, and spectacle? That's something I missed out on. So yeah, that's what I want in my movie. And maybe, I don't know, not die? Have you ever challenged your yellow twin for a chance in the spotlight? Yes, it went about as well as you'd think.
It's over, Cliff! I have the plot armor! And high ground.
You underestimate my horns!
Don't try it!
Oh, come on! Damn writers. Hey, Cliffjumper, who's the most annoying Decepticon you've ever known? Oh, that's easy! Starscream for sure, without a question. Actual question. With boys like Cliff and Bee, are certain parts interchangeable? Like, if one of your wheels are destroyed, could someone lend you a spare so long as you share the same body frame? That's disgusting. That's like sharing toilet paper. Hey Cliff, ever met Yamcha? Ah yeah, Yamcha. I met him a couple of times in the afterlife. Nice guy. I hope he's living his dreams of being a relevant character. Just like me. Yeah. What food do you order at Cyberbell? Because almost all of us order 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. No wonder you guys like that Big Chungus meme so much. It's too relatable. The truth is, I don't eat Cyberbell. Gives me explosive cyber diarrhea. Hey Cliffjumper, where's your cannon? Is that some kind of dirty joke? Oh, you mean my glass gas cannon? Oh, sorry. I bring you my ultimate weapon. Ta-da! Impressive, isn't it? You didn't see anything. This never happened. I've been wondering about those horns on your head. Do you use them to charge your enemies like a bull? Like a Red Bull? Wink, wink. This has all been an elaborate advertisement for Red Bull. Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, I do. These things aren't just for show, you see.
Should I have 3 eyes?
Ah! Hey Cliff, is it annoying to be considered Red Bumblebee? How would you like it if you were always compared to someone better than you? Not very pleasant, is it? Question. What was your favorite way of dying? I don't know, what's your favorite way of dying? Uno reverse card! Hey Cliff, why does Hasbro want you to die a lot? Just curious. Next question. Hey Cliff, look up Starscream in Urban Dictionary. It's really funny. Oh yeah, we all know that one. It's famous all around Cybertron. Classic. Wonder what my name is in the Urban Dictionary. How the heck does this keep happening? Is this all I'm known for? Am I just a silly repaint of Bumblebee that dies all the time? Everything I worked for, was it all for nothing? No, that can't be right. I'm more than that. I just know it. I'm more than just some stupid plot device. I'm a valuable... I'm Cliffjumper. I'm profitable, I swear. Mark my words, one day, I'll make it to the end of a series. I'm gonna be so lovable, so endearing, so necessary to the story that the higher-ups will have no choice but to keep me alive. I'll do whatever it takes. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all the mental scars and flashbacks you guys have induced me with. Real trip down memory lane, I tell ya. Take care of yourselves and please support the channel. I'm gonna go drink some of that Energon wine now. I think I really need it. Escapism.
Hello, Earthlings. Ironhide reporting for duty. Gotta say, this is a nice change of pace from all the shooting I always gotta do. I'm actually rather excited at the moment. So, without further ado, hit me with everything you've got. Not you, sir. You stay right where you are. Alright, so the first question here is, how did you feel when Sentinel Prime killed you in Transformers Dark of the Moon? Aside from the excruciating pain of being shot in the back and literally melting before my eyes, I think what hurt me most of all was the betrayal. My feelings, there ain't no fixing that. Hey Ironhide, what's up? Hey, so anyways, what would you do if you and Sentinel were locked up in a room for 24 hours? Just asking. Hey, look at Cybertron! So, you still talking to Sentinel Prime after the Bayformers incident? Yeah, after what he did, I don't think I'll ever be able to trust him completely. He's what the young bots call sus. I think he's an imposter. Hey, Ironhide, what'd you think of yourself in the Bay films? P.S. I actually prefer how you look in them to your original design. Well, I don't know whether or not I should be insulted or flattered, but I don't really care, personally. Whatever gets the job done for maximum damage is what I'm fine with. Hey, Ironhide, I noticed that Sam's dog, Mojo, disappeared from the third movie. You didn't know anything about that, right? Oh, Mojo, I remember him. That chihuahua that lubricated on me. Oh, don't worry, I put him out of his misery. Next question. Hey, Ironhide, we all know you like to charge in a battle, but did you ever have to hide from the Decepticons? No problem if you did. We all have those moments. Hide? That's like all we ever do. As much as I love blasting Decepticons, the reality is we're the underdogs of this war. The best chance we have of ever winning is to live to fight another day. And that sometimes requires camping out until Megatron decides to show his steel hide. Hey, Ironhide, I've always wondered, is your hide really made of iron? Or is your name just to make you sound cool? Well, I'll have you know, I'm made of a high polymer titanium alloy. I can't help if it makes me unusually strong, but it does. And yes, it is to make me sound cool, too. Gotta sell them to Cara Toys somehow. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just a question. Have you ever accidentally killed one of your own in the war? Well, if we don't talk about it, it never happened. How does it feel knowing you were gonna be in Transformers Prime, but was replaced by Bulkhead? Well, Bulkhead's a good friend of mine. I've got no qualms if he wants to join Optimus in some new TV show or video game. But just remember, there's only one Ironhide, and I'll always be one of the greats. As long as I don't get killed in some horrific fashion. Oh wait, do you like the color black or red more? Well, I like to have it equally dispersed around my chassis, as you can see, but I've got no favorites personally. They all look cool, in my opinion. What is your favorite non-fighting activity? I like collecting teeth from good little boys and girls all over the world, and don't ask me why, I just do. Hey-o, Ironhide, one question. How'd you react to the little girl asking if you were the Tooth Fairy? I bet you were kinda confused, right? Well, I mean, she ain't wrong. Do I not look like the Tooth Fairy to you? You got a problem with a giant robot stealing your teeth? Okay, Ironhide, how did you and Optimus meet? P.S. Have a good day. Oh, thank you. I've known Prime ever since he went by the alias of Orion Pax. When he was just a librarian, he was bright and wise, and one of the most compassionate bots I've ever met. And now he's all that, plus an energon addiction and an unhealthy amount of ego. But I'm sure this will just be another phase, like that time he started combining with everybody and shooting lasers out of his eyes. And then there was that time he turned into a monkey and a dinosaur and... Okay, I'll stop. Hey, Ironhide, what was your reaction to Orion becoming Optimus Prime? Did you like it? Or did you think someone else would be a Prime? Well, I gotta be honest with you. No one else deserves it more than he does. I'm so proud of him. My little bot's got the matrix of leadership and everything. Hey, Ironhide, I dare you to challenge Optimus Prime to an arm wrestle. Winner gets his own solo movie. Oh, my own solo movie. Oh, it's on now. Come on, come on! I've waited for this far longer than you have, Ironhide. Sit down! All right, where's my movie? Hey, Ironhide, what was your profession from before the war? Well, before the war, I used to be a fitness trainer, believe it or not. Those were the days. I was pretty aggressive, but I got the job done. Drop and give me 4,057 maggots! Burn that energon! So Ironhide, since you're from Cybertron, were you born with your southern accent, or did you pick it up on Earth? Also, does this mean you like KFC? Well, I mean, who doesn't like KFC? Just 'cause I'm a robot doesn't mean I can't enjoy some good fried chicken. And yes, I was born with it. Ironhide, do you feel lucky? No, I do not. How about you? You feel lucky, punk? Do you like the game Rust? Well, I don't like getting it on me, that's for sure. How is it possible for you guys to change vehicle forms? I know you have to scan them to get to the form, but how is it possible for you guys to change parts of your body to become a different vehicle? It's been one of the most difficult things for me to understand. We got this highly advanced Cybertronian technology called mass shifting. In other words, it's just magic. If you have trouble buying it, then that's your problem. We're called Transformers, not reasonable deductions. What is your exercise routine to be so strong? I wake up every morning and I drink a gallon of gasoline with 4 cups of nails. Then I go outside and punch 40 million Decepticons right in the face, and then I go and pick up Metroplex and vault him over my head. Every morning. I am totally not lying. And I do not steal the synthetic energon from Ratchet's lab. Just want to put that out there. Hey, Ironhide, what's your opinion on Warpath? Warpath is arguably one of the most annoying and immature combatants of our entire militia. Constantly yelling out catchphrases and one-liners in the middle of combat. You know, I hear his catchphrases in my sleep now, and I have you know that it is not at all pleasant. I can firmly say that I am ashamed to be associated with that kablam child. Oh God, he's getting to me. Ironhide, if you had to choose between dealing with Warpath or getting killed by Sentinel Prime on an endless loop, which one would you prefer? Killed by Sentinel Prime, hands down. Oi, Ironhide, did you know you kind of sound like a cowboy? Good point. I guess I do kind of sound like a cowboy. Let's have some fun with this. What's something that a cowboy would say? Oh, I know. Yeehaw! Oh no, that's a Warpath catchphrase. I'm losing my mind. Ironhide, if vegetable oil is made out of vegetables and sunflower oil is made out of sunflowers, then what is baby oil made out of? Babies? Wait, what kind of sick products are you concocting over there? I'm pretty sure that violated like a bunch of humanitarian laws. Why are we protecting you guys? You turn your babies into oil. Ironhide, my guy, I've always wondered, what got you invested in the Autobot cause? What was your driving force to fight? After I saw some Decepticon punks killing innocent people, I knew that someone was gonna have to take a stand against them bullies. And that's when I discovered the Autobots. They represented freedom, liberty, and justice for all. And I knew this is where I was meant to be. Once I joined, I swore to do everything in my power to protect those who can't protect themselves. And that includes you humans. But it's kinda hard to do that when you're killing your babies and turning them into oil. I don't even know what I'm fighting for anymore. Hey, Ironhide, can you show us your cannons? Really? You want to see my cannons? I mean, fine, whatever. This is the best day of my life. Last question. Why are you always so grumpy? People think I'm grumpy? Well, I guess I can be a little rude sometimes, but I assure you, I don't mean to be. It's just that, how do I put this? As you grow older, life just keeps getting more and more gray. The things you used to enjoy just don't excite you no more. Responsibilities keep piling on, and there seems to be no end in sight. So don't blame me for getting annoyed at the smallest thing. Who's playing that sappy music? Turn it off! You see what I mean? If you live as long as I have, you would understand. And that's the end of them questions. Gotta say, it had its ups and downs, but I rather enjoyed myself there. Definitely gonna have to alert Autobot Command about the babies, though. That's some shady stuff. Until then, I'll see you around. Kablam! Oh no, it's happening again. Ratchet! Ratchet, help!
Greetings, humans. Medical Officer Ratchet is now present for today's Q&A. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, so let's cut to the chase. First question. Can you try some synthetic energon? As much as I'd love to, I'm afraid I will have to decline as it is still very unstable. Don't want another incident to occur, if you know what I mean. But I have been working on a new formula that should alleviate the behavioral side effects. Haven't tested it yet, though. Well, I guess now is as good a time as any. A small dose should do. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay, I'm back and I feel completely normal. No signs of aggression, hallucinations, or strange impulsive thinking. Vitals appear to be normal. And... wow, I can't believe that actually worked. What happened? Oh, scrap! I was in the middle of a Q&A! I gotta get back! Sorry about that. Don't know what happened back there, but, let's continue. Dear Ratchet, in Transformers Prime, when you took Green Energon, why are you such a jerk to the other Autobots? Well, I was a jerk because synthetic energon has cerebral side effects, such as agitation, aggression, sudden mood swings. Higher doses can even cause hallucinations, distorted visuals, anxiety, and other unknown side effects. In other words, don't do drugs, kids, unless you're a certified doctor like me. Do Cybertronian doctors display medical posters in their office showing Transformers biology? If so, what does it look like? Yes, it is required for all medics to display one in their office. It includes everything regarding our bodies. Everything except the reproductive system for reasons. Nobody must know the truth. What do a bot have to do to earn his Energon lollipop? Have an extremely low pain tolerance and cry to the point where the only way to calm you down is with a piece of candy. Hey, Ratchet, I have a question for you. Transformers need Energon to live, so how do they consume it? Do they drink it? Eat it? No, we inject it into our eyes and swim in it like Scrooge McDuck! Yes, we drink it. Are you serious? Ratchet, you can almost fix anything. Can you fix my failing marriage? There are some things I cannot fix. I recommend speaking to a marriage counselor. Good luck, buddy! Yeah. Going with the trend of asking you bots how you felt when you watched yourselves die in other media, how did you feel watching Lockdown and the Humans massacre you in Age of Extinction? Well, my first thought when they were filming was, wait, I die in this one? I'm not coming back! I'm looking at the script and then I flip to the last page and I tell Bumblebee, Bumblebee, I'm not coming back! I'm not getting paid! Hey Doc, how did you feel when Wheeljack called you Sunshine in Transformers Prime? Please don't call me that. Like, ever. If you were damaged while repairing a bot in battle, is there a medic? For a medic? Only if they're in close proximity. But usually our medics are assigned to different sectors, so if I go down, then my entire team will follow suit. Which is why it is imperative to keep your healers alive. This is like basic video game knowledge, people. I mean, mercy, I know this stuff. Hello, Ratchet? What tips can you give to fellow medics on the battlefield? Heal your teammates, or else they'll start complaining and blaming you for everything in the most childish way. Just do your job and everything will be fine. Probably. I mean, you could get shot if there's that, too. Ratchet, why weren't you able to fix Bumblebee's voice box in the Bayverse movies? Because the director wanted it so. I can easily fix his voice box, no doubt about it. It's just the simple push of a button, like turning on the Wi-Fi. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Hey Ratchet, can you say the famous line from Transformers Prime, "I needed that"? What do you think I am? Some sort of jukebox you could just pop a coin into and make me say whatever you want? Oh, speaking of coins, I have been saving up for a new graphics card. I should check if it's still up. Out of stock! No! No! I needed that! Curse you! Hey Ratchet, how do you feel when Bulkhead keeps breaking your tools in Prime? It makes me very upset. Next question. Being in war and all that, I expect that the med bay is almost always full. That being said, who's the one bot who shows up the most out of everyone? That honor would go to Optimus Prime. He dies every Tuesday. It's kind of a thing now. I've got a bed made just for him. It's got a little bobblehead and flowers, the whole works. Do you even try giving Optimus medical attention by this point, when he always comes back from the dead? To be honest with you, I've given up at this point. Whatever esoteric power brings him back to life, I'll just let it happen. We all know what's gonna happen. Doesn't matter. He'll be fine.
Autobots, I have returned.
No one cares.
Autobots, I have returned from the dead.
No one cares.
Oh, I need a better friendship circle.
Hey Ratchet, I've got a question hoping you can finally answer to us humans. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, obviously, the chicken came first, as... Wait, but the chicken came from the egg, but the egg comes from the chicken. Chicken, egg, chicken sandwich, scrambled egg to Ratchet. Does it scare you whenever you have to treat fellow Autobots mid-combat? Do you fear Decepticons might shoot at you while you're not fighting and tending to the wounded? When you become a military medic, that's kind of per the job description. We all know we're going to be performing surgeries in the heat of combat, so that's why you need to compartmentalize and have a strong disposition. We've left behind many soldiers in combat that I could have saved, but I have to be alive for whatever Autobot needs me in the next battle. And yes, I have been shot at countless times in the heat of combat. As in the Ratchet you see today is not the Ratchet you would have seen at the start of the war. Every single part of me has been replaced. Hey Ratchet, do you ever get stressed when the med bay is full of patients? P.S. Would you treat the Decepticons? Why? Don't laugh. Too late. Yes, I do get stressed. Usually when the medical bays go over capacity to the point where I can't save everyone. And yes, I would treat Decepticons, as long as it's not Starscream. So, in Rescue Bots Academy, Medic said that you're his uncle. How does that work? I'm not telling you how Transformers reproduce. Dear Ratchet, do Cybertronians ever have to do mouth-to-mouth? Not in a romantic way, though. You mean CPR? Ha! We don't need to breathe, so why would we? Wait, what did my mouth just do? Good day or good evening, Ratchet. Can you recall how many times you say, "I needed that"? Just curious. 3,452 times. Bulkhead, I needed that! 3,453 times. Hey, Ratchet, serious question. Hopefully this doesn't trigger any PTSD. What was the worst mid-combat repair you ever had to make on a fellow bot?
No! Not my legs! Not my legs! No!
I'm sorry! Oh, why did I choose this profession?
Ratchet, I see the light.
No! No, don't go into the light! Don't go into the light, Blue Streak! Hey, Ratchet, no question here. Just wanted to tell you that you've been doing a great job. Oh, thank you. I needed that. 3,454 times. Okay, final question. Hey, Ratchet, do you ever get tired of repairing Autobots? Well, I'm not even sure if I should say this, but yes, once in a while. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy what I do and understand the importance of my role among the Autobot ranks. But there's only so much suffering I can witness on a day-to-day basis. It hurts most when someone joins the Allspark and there's nothing I can do about it. I also sometimes get the feeling that people don't care about the work that I do, like it's something easy or something to be expected of me. It's a thankless job, but at the end of the day, it saves lives. And that's what truly matters. Now, if only Optimus would stop dying every Tuesday, I would actually have a day to myself for once. Just one day, that's all I ask. Wow, that got really heavy there at the end. But it's nothing I can't handle. After all, I am a doctor. I've seen things no Transformer should ever see.
Ratchet, the GPUs are back in stock.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Don't give me hope.
Come on, we get this or what?
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Ratchet!
I need it!
What's happening, party people? Your favorite Autobot tank is finally getting his own Q&A! Yeehaw! Oh, I'm so excited I could blow something up right now! First question. Hey, Warpath, have you ever tried trick shots with your cannon? If so, what are your favorite ones? Why, yes, I do trick shots from time to time. My personal favorite is the aim and kablam!
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Kablam! 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 Oh my God! Hey, Warpath, are you a psychopath, a sociopath, or just a Warpath? Yes! Warpath, have you ever injected yourself with synthetic energon before a mission to give yourself an advantage so you can blow up stuff quicker? Never in my life! Synthetic energon is for losers! Go all natural with energon protein shakes and energon... freaking vitamins, I don't know! Hey, Warpath, I've always wondered about this, but has your tank barrel ever gotten in the way when you don't want it to? Now that you mention it, it is kind of uncomfortable giving people hugs, and sitting at a table can be a bit awkward, but it's manageable. Oh, and keep this a secret, but I actually have a blind spot right underneath my barrel, so if anyone wants to take me out, that'd be the place to do it. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I announcing my only weakness to the public? Are you good friends with Ironhide? How do you think he feels about you? Oh yeah, me and Ironhide are like best buds. We spend a lot of time with each other since we're always assigned on the same missions. He always asks why, but Prime says we're a force to be reckoned with when we work together. And I can't argue with that. I know that sometimes he can get a little irritated by my shenanigans. But I know in my spark, he deeply cares about me. And I know for a fact that he loves my catchphrases.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I watched your Q&A. Don't lie to me.
Dag-nabbit.
Yo, Warpath, how's the catchphrases going? Any new ones coming up? Oh, I've been cooking up this new one for a while now. It goes like this. Booyah! I'm sure that is completely original and not at all used by any other company or intellectual property. It's mine! Hey, Warpath, since you're into explosions, I gotta know, what was your favorite scene in the Bay films? Every scene with explosions. I don't need no story or character motivation. None of that. Give me those glorious fireballs, and I'll give you my money. Take my wallet, Michael Bay! Hey, Warpath, do you think you could beat Megatron in a fight? P.S. You're my favorite Autobot. I'm not sure if I can beat him myself, but with some help, I think we have a good chance. He may have been a gladiator in his youth, but I bet he's never been in a dance-off before. He ain't ready for these moves. I'll distract him long enough for someone else to take him out. Hey, Warpath, how is business going on with the Kablam? If you are still selling them, can I order one with the extra voices and the yee-haw? Business is going well, my friend. I am officially a millionaire. Thank you all for your support. And no, they're only for robots. Hey, Warpath, who would win in an arm wrestling match? You or Optimus Prime? Grr, you're going down, Prime!
Oh. Nah, I'm just kidding.
No!
Stick to being a side character.
Hey, Warpath, how do I come up with the perfect catchphrase? That's the neat thing. You don't. These catchphrases are supposed to come naturally, you know? Don't try too hard. Or else, you'll sound like you're trying too hard. Just go about your day, and something will pop up eventually. Warpath, why can't you take the peace path? Peace was never an option. Hey, Warpath, what is your opinion on the Tsar Bomb? Best invention ever created by man. Or Wheeljack. Hey, Warpath, how do you feel about now being included in the Bayverse? Honestly, it would have been cool. All I feel is pain. The fact that Michael Bay didn't use me, my spark is dwindling slowly. As I see all the movies coming out, I would have signed a contract and everything. I would have signed my life away, I don't care. Let me in. Let me in. Do you have any non-destructive hobbies? If so, what are they? I like hosting barbecue parties at my house with all sorts of Energon food. They work especially well with Energon ketchup, Energon mustard, Energon soy sauce, Energon lettuce, you name it. Just everything that exists in the human world, we have an Energon version of it. God, this Johnnyverse is lazy. Hey, Warpath, what happens if a human is inside you when you transform?
All right, boys, you know the drill. Lebowski, I want you looking through that telescope. Let me know if you see anything. Crawl, I want you on...
Ooh, piece of candy.
Just refilling ammo non-stop.
Hey, you guys want some? Guys? Hey, Warpath, if the war never happened, will you have a purpose in life? No? My life would honestly be meaningless. I'd probably be working a 9-to-5 job on minimum wage, just scraping by paycheck to paycheck. This war is like a perfect fit for me, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you, Megatron, for starting this conflict and giving me the best job ever!
What did you just say?
War bad. Very bad. Warpath, do you believe that your catchy one-liners can beat any of Optimus Prime's epic speeches? No, of course not! Alright, final question. Warpath, why do you scream kablam a lot? I actually don't like talking about this, but I think it's time the people knew. Back when I was younger, I struggled long and hard with finding meaning in the universe. We work all the time, but for what? Just to work some more? It didn't make sense to me. So one day, while I was walking down the streets of Iacon, the question kept coming up in my mind. What's the point? And then suddenly, out of nowhere, I uttered one word. Kablam. And on that day, my life was changed forever. I don't know why I said it or how I came up with it, but it just happened. And I realized There is no meaning in this world. We're all just drifting through space on a collision course to a dying star. The word kablam can mean different things to different people. For me, it's a lifestyle, a future. A future where we don't have to worry about the pointless problems in our world. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. It changes nothing, because we're all gonna die eventually. Kablam, to me, is freedom. I'm messing with you. It doesn't mean anything. I just like saying it. Freedom. You guys are a bunch of idiots. Whoa, man, that was... wow, I needed that. Anyways, thank you guys for sending in your questions. Sorry if I couldn't answer everyone's submissions. Maybe change up your strategy or put one of my catchphrases in your comments. That always works for me. I'm gonna go blow something up now. Kablam! Kablam! Kablam!